Alright, welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to go over looking at how to use the clouds in the scene. If the scene looks different than normal, it's just the new updated version of the Game Jam template, a little bit more consolidated. Check out the most recent update video to see more about it. So in this video, I want to cover the clouds. As you can see, we have clouds up here now. If you go into the world or the main assets, the main assets, and you select clouds, the reason it's in main assets is because the sky is generally in any type of level, whether it's invisible or not, there's always some sort of sky. So I put that in the main assets instead of the world assets. That's just where I like to have it. You can move it around if you want. So in here, you have the sky. If you select the sky like this, or you go into sky clouds and open it up and select inverted sky mesh, and you scroll down on the right side, you'll see this new script. This works with this cloud map B2 right now, which is right here. You can find it just by clicking this. And then right here, if you select it, you'll see it uses the shader right here. So custom procedural cloud B2, that's right here. And this shader lets it do all of this stuff. And then when you select it, you can see these options in the script that affect the shader. So there's a lot of cool things here. You can change the colors of the clouds, things like that. Make them like dark clouds or light clouds. You can go further and actually adjust the exposure. So you could do like really thick blown out clouds. You could also adjust the threshold to do like thicker small clouds or thinner small clouds by adjusting both of these. You can adjust the smoothness, which is just like how the blowout kind of blends into the cloud. And then the edge fade is how the horizon out here, the edge horizon. So you'll notice it starts to disappear the further you push. I like to leave it at 0.113. It kind of blends nicely out there. Then you have your cloud speed, so you can test this by going to play, and then when it's playing, you can test the numbers, but you'll see that the clouds move. So here, if I look like this, you can see the clouds are moving, which is really cool, and I could adjust the speed if I wanted. I could do 0.02, and you'll see they speed up quite a bit. So if you blow this out to like 1, it'll speed up dramatically, so be careful going too high. I like to do 0.01 for a nice fluid movement. Now, you can also go down to little clouds, big clouds, fluffy clouds, things like that, and you can turn off each layer if you want different clouds turned off and on. You can also adjust their intensities of how they look right here. So you can create like different blending effects based on the layer that you're affecting. So big clouds, fluffy clouds, and little clouds. You can also mess with this right here, which is the scaling of the clouds. So it'll also drastically affect the look of it and how things blend, giving you more looks to your scene. And then you have your offset speed. This, I believe, is gonna blow out as well if we boost it too much, so be careful with these. And then the follow camera will make sure that it follows the player around so that the player always feels centered to the sky. That's a good thing to do if your player can move like really far. You don't want him to like move away from the clouds, but you could uncheck that if you want the clouds to be like positioned in a specific spot for some reason. So that's essentially what you can do with your clouds. You can change the movement, colors, the fading, blending, speed down here, more blending, turn off and on different layers. And yeah, that's pretty much what you do when you are creating the clouds. And you can also, again, turn it off just by selecting the sky cloud and turning this off if you don't want to have clouds. So that works too. If you have any questions about the clouds, feel free to just mess around with it in play mode. If you don't know how to do this, by the way, when you're in play mode, if you make changes that you would like to retain, what you can do is, like, let's say I wanted to change this cloud right here, right? Then I change the color to a specific color that I like while it's moving, or a speed or something that I don't want to change. I can do that and then right click and go copy component. And then when I hit play to turn it off, you'll notice the clouds revert back to their normal state. So all of these settings will revert back to their normal state when play mode is turned off. But you can right click on here and say paste component values, and it'll paste whatever changes I did to that script whenever I was in play mode. So that's a cool way you can play test and design what you want to design while you're inside of the actual play mode, and then copy it over and keep it. So yeah, that's the clouds and how to use them and how to effectively change them and manipulate them, speed them up, slow them down, scale them up, all that good stuff. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.